News, those bakers in Oregon who refuse to bake a cake for the same-sex weddings are speaking out and telling CBN News why they have taken a strong stand in defense of their religious freedom. John Jessup has that story from our CBN News Bureau in Washington. Here's John.
Thanks, Pat. Aaron and Melissa Klein's refusal to bake a cake for a same-sex wedding led to business losses, property liens, and an order to pay $135,000 in damages. And there's a possibility they could face still even more financial claims against them in the future. But as Abigail Robertson reports, the Kleins believe it's important that they take a stand to protect their constitutional right to religious freedom for the sake of others who may face the same fight in the future.
It's been a tough few years for Aaron and Melissa Klein. They've lost their bakery, faced relentless harassment, and now may see their home and wages taken if they do not pay a $135,000 fine for refusing to bake a wedding cake for a same-sex couple. Despite the hardships, the parents of 5 young kids plan to keep fighting.
We feel very strong that, we need to stand strong in this, and we need, if we just hand it over, then we're giving up this fight. We're giving in and we're saying, okay, you win. And we're not standing up for the next person.
That's why the couple won't set a national precedent for future religious liberty cases by just handing over the money. Aaron says that the irony in their case is that the same-sex couple, who were returning customers to the bakery, have publicly said they don't want the money. This is not about the money, and that the only person who wants to see the $135,000 fine change hands is the Oregon Labor Commissioner. Even though the case is under appeal, Aaron and Melissa have been ordered to pay the fine. The state has not yet seized the couple's accounts or enforced any property liens, but that could change any day. Even if that day comes, the Kleins will not give up their fight to protect the religious liberty of all Americans.
I constantly think about the next person in line that this is going to happen to, and if we don't stand up for them, what's going to happen?
We're going to continue to stand firm and fight this, and like Melissa said, we're not going to set precedents by just giving the money and then hoping that we get it back if we win on appeal.
Aaron and Melissa are asking for prayers for their family, their marriage, and most importantly, that God would soften the hearts of all government officials involved in their case and cases like theirs, that they may finally see an end to this ongoing ordeal. Reporting from Washington, Abigail Robertson, CBN News.
Thanks, Abby. Pat, this has completely turned their lives upside down.
I'm appalled, and everybody in this audience should be appalled. Who to say that a guy doesn't get a cake he's looking for and he's suffered $135,000 in damages, pain, and suffering? That is utterly nonsense. And who on that Oregon Labor Commission, how left-wing can you have to be to do something like that? It's a total violation of religious freedom. The Constitution, the First Amendment, had to do with protecting religious liberties. That was the major thing about it. It wasn't protecting press. It wasn't even protecting free speech. It was protecting religion. Congress shall pass no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. That's the First Amendment. Then it goes on there and talks about press and all that other stuff. But it's the First Amendment has to do with religious freedom. And the Kleins absolutely have a right to bake a cake for whoever they want to bake a cake for, and everybody in business. They're going to force you to make axles for somebody's car. They're going to force you to to paint cars pink because people want pink cars. They're going to force you to do this and fine you if you don't do it. That's communism. We're living in a land of freedom, and I appreciate those people taking a stand, but boy, it costs. But let me tell you, the left is going to overreach. They already are overreaching, but I just hope and pray there'll be a shout of outrage throughout this nation of things like that happening.